this though. The thing with Eric, you know what? The difference is Aaron will put in the dirty work that it takes, and I feel like Eric is already like, you want me out.
Don't even get me started. Don't even get me started, Jewel. Listen to me. You need to listen to me. You need to listen. You guys need to listen. Everybody needs to listen.
Okay.
Kimberly will not allow me to do anything she tells me to do.
I'm not on camera.
You won't let him go down on her?
She won't let me kiss her.
I don't want to be on camera.
If I say to her, Kimberly, hey Kim, why don't you come lie down with me here in the bedroom, baby? She'll say, stop being so weird. I say, there's nothing weird about that. There's absolutely nothing weird. She says, well, you know, the way you do it, it's weird.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you're doing it weird.
I'm not doing anything except encouraging her to come lie down with me. I can't get past the barred doors that are half a mile outside of the city gates.
Yeah.
So the idea that somehow I'm not willing is
I will say
utterly insane.
I will say that one very important thing that I think Jewel does for me is not try to hide the pretense of like that there's something that's going to happen, like that whole like court me and trick me into it, but don't, but because I'm going to know we're going to do it, but kind of make it feel like we're not, and then you're come sit next to me.
I do that or I don't do that?
No, you don't. Like you're just very much like, okay,
Why don't you do that, Joel? Why don't you do that?
The whole courtship, like
why don't you do that thing
where
you need to pretend, you need to make him unsure about whether he's actually going to get laid.
Well, it takes up time.
Right.
Like, we're gonna
I like
do it.
and that efficiency right there works.
Do it.
Well, there's another reason why you shouldn't do that, right? Because you're in a relationship.
Oh, well, also that.
Oh, yeah.
You're not dating somebody. There's no need to. That's a naturally occurring dance of conquest when it naturally occurs.
I would say it only happens though. It happens differently. Like for me, all of it is tied to how I'm feeling emotionally in the relationship. So like I feel so like secure emotionally with him that like sexually, I'm like okay, then this is all yours. Have it. But like if I weren't feeling that way, I'd be very like shut off in a relationship. So,
oh, and we've both been down paths in relationships in the past where you have years of buildup where you don't have good communication.
Yeah.
And just flipping it back on to I mean, there's a weird thing in being able to start in a new relationship that's almost like almost like cheating because that wall of defense that you build up in a long-term relationship, it just isn't there. And then like if you can try to keep that from building up, but God, once it's there, true. I mean, that's the pain in the ass.
It's not. Look, the wall is not between us. Is not something that's built because of our poor communication skills. It's something that came in and she had carrying in her arms a giant brick wall around her from previous shit that happened. And so it's very difficult to get her to trust me. I haven't done anything to cause her to not trust me, but it's a slow process.
But you think it's like, when stuff like that happens, you think it's like cheesy and stuff? Or it's like too forced? It feels too forced?
Well, I'm not really like in the mood, so it does seem.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I'll say this. So I read this article, right? And I think it helps a lot. So there's with women in particular, there's different ways of like getting turned on, and so there's women who get turned on like pre-sex, right? Like kind of how guys, most men are this way. Like they're horny before they have sex. Mm-hmm. A lot of women aren't that way. Mm-hmm. So women who wait to get horny before they have sex aren't going to have a lot of sex. But what it is women have like a physical built-in reaction where once they start engaging, they become turned on.
That will require trust and to not prioritize her knowledge ahead of time. Because what happens is he doesn't trust the process.
But I think I think all of us are so taught that like you get horny and then you have sex. You're turned on, so you have sex. Like you want this. But for a lot of women, it doesn't work that way.
You gotta relax and trust the process, and it'll work. But if you assume,
but
you won't let the process happen. Understand the process involves a different kind of push pull. It's like make some jokes, then get serious for a minute, relax with each other. If I'm going to tell you emotional stuff and it sounds kind of cheesy or it sounds forced or it sounds like a joke, roll with it. let it evolve as it evolves. Don't have to know what it's going to be and where it's going to go before it gets there.
What?
I felt like it was a fun conversation, and then it got real serious.
Well, it is real. I mean, the thing is, it's like, I know from knowing women, dealing with women, talking with women, that most women are much nicer to their men than Kimberly is to me. Well, you called her a ball buster. And I agree. That's her sort of woman subtype, right?
You got it. I was gonna go back to that, Eric.
That's her woman subtype, okay? Except I don't get my balls busted. It's just not gonna happen. And she needs to have me submit to her before she can trust me. She will be waiting for fucking ever.
I don't think you really want him to submit to you, though.
No.
You really don't. You actually don't want that. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
What was it that Kimberly? But these things you seem so pleasant when you're like right now, but you know how it actually plays out. Where you'll just be like, I set a cup down wrong on the table, and then I got the milk wrong out of the fridge, and then it's like everything is subject to some sort of critique and a general expression of annoyance. So that's the ball buster frustration that she's experiencing, where she's not getting to bust my balls, and she gets, snappy about it. But you shouldn't want to bust my balls. I didn't do anything wrong.
Eric is such an angel.
Well, the thing is, you don't bust my balls about things that you can legitimately bust my balls about. There may be some that I do things wrong, like I forget. I told you I was going to do something, I forget to do it. Fair enough. But if you're busting my balls about, like some weird story about me that has nothing to do with my behaviors, then that's just...
You know what? I read somewhere one time, that's what I'm going to say on that. I read somewhere one time that a criticism is just a question, really. So, like, you could say, like, why did you put this thing, or like, oh, don't put your thing, blah, blah, blah. Or you could say, hey, could you not set that there because it leaves, like, a ring on the table? Or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So I try to do that.
That was not helpful at all.
That's all I got.
Kim will run up to me. She'll be like, you did this thing you didn't do, and you did it for reasons that weren't your reasons.
Okay, listen, Eric.
And and then I'll go.
It's 2018.
And then I'll go.
Can we have an enjoyable evening?
Okay, and then I'll go. Hold on, Kim, and she'll turn around and walk away. She won't listen to my response even.
The therapist.
That's why I squirted you with the hose. The other day I said, okay, this is it. The only thing I can do to get this through to her, I'm going to do what she does to me. What she does to me metaphysically, I'm going to do to her physically. And what she does to me metaphysically is she comes up, she squirts me with a hose, she walks away, and when I complain about it, she goes, well, too bad. I squirt people with hoses. This is what I do. That's what she's doing.
Now when he's pissed off,
metaphysically.
I turn on the hose.
And wait, no.
That's funny.
Well, I mean, because she needs to, I don't do it when I'm pissed off. I do it when she's done that to me, metaphysically. And doing that to me metaphysically means coming up, falsely accusing me of some bullshit, and then refusing to listen to my answer.
Is he 7? No, 47. 7? No, 47.
There's nothing childish about what I'm saying. What I am is
childish.
I am slab delivered to you for this very reason,
Okay,
Kimberly.
are you done?
You guys are crazy.
Who started this conversation?
I think it was that. It was a fun sex. Yeah. It was fun sex stuff.
Yeah, well, it's fun for you because you have plenty of sex. It's fun for Aaron. He
Yeah.
has plenty of sex too.
Yeah, right.
Aaron has a woman who's happy to cooperate because she wants him to be happy.
That's what you said, Joel.
I know.
Now fess up.
You do. I mean, there is a certain extent. I'm not gonna lie. There is a certain amount of like you want the other person. Like you do. Like there's that kind of whole.
I guess I'm just so used to being, slutty and single, and them going down on me, and like it being quick and passionate, and like just
that's why I told Aaron.
Get out, and all right, bye.
Right.
Don't let the door hit you in the ass. Breakfast in the morning, no.
Like I'm not gonna lie. And Aaron and I have had this discussion. Like the ENTP sex is very different than ISFJ sex, and it's a difference between like. Right, like, so how I always am in the past is like, yes, not talking, it's like in the moment, and connection, and the back, and the forth, and this, and that. It's like, that's not it. It's like directed, and there's like a mental.
You guys are experiential about it, physical, real time, and we're metaphysical, and representational, and turn-based.
It's different.
There's a story. It has events that happen in succession. There's a narrative arc to it.
But mine has such a negative. His has such a mind to him is so negative that he internalizes it. But it's different.
It's just different.
Single sex is different.
Yeah, it's just different.
What I've internalized is all the shit that happens when we don't have sex, right? So it's like I come up and I try to touch you and you're like pulling away and obviously not happy about that shit, right?
Yeah.
So and then the other thing that really made it super challenging is you kept giving me a bunch of bullshit reasons, one after another, and I try to adapt accordingly. It wouldn't do a goddamn good. You just move the goalpost and there'd be another goddamn reason.
Because you want it to be more like instinctual. You don't want to have to say, like do this, because then it's forced and directed.
But the problem is you're trying to use TI. You're trying to fool me with bad TI consistently. Don't give me bullshit reasons. Just say I don't have any good reasons. I'm irrational.
Okay, why don't you let me have a couple drinks and then
we'll go back to it.
Yeah, I haven't even had a drink.
I know. I've had one. Let's get another one.
Ooh, grab me one.
You want another one too?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't care what. Surprise me.
Okay.
Happy New Year!
Woohoo!